like to tell us what happened last week for an extra Benny? And I will put us. Where are we? I don't know where we are. Oh, that's where
We started by with our first night on the road eastward towards the meeting of the Hellhounds. And in that time, Cornelius and uh, Franklin got to talk for a little bit and kind of check in about all the things that are going on. Um, en route the next day, we encountered a spirit of some kind, undead something of some kind, that we learned is a type of revenant of some or something that will haunt someone until they are able to catch them. And this person has determined that they are going to get Abigail Beckett and put them in a put her in a box, in that specific box that they were dragging with them. Um, and after that, Abigail told us a little bit more about things that have happened to her and her. I think ex-husband is still the appropriate thing to call him. Um, someone she has been formerly married to.
Late husband.
Yeah, that there you go. Um, Maggie said late for what? Um,
we are.
but
Late
we
for
learned that
breathing?
there's that we learned that Abigail has that side of the family very likely after her in vengeance, um, and we all decided to keep an eye out for signs of the undead chasing us again. And then we made it to the meeting point where we have begun the task of wiring dynamite to flood and potentially kill, hopefully kill, um, most, if not all, of the remaining hellhounds who should be here within the next 24 hours.
Excellent. Give yourself a Benny. Anyone have anything they want to add to that?
We
It was
also
it was sick.
discussed Joan's son on
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
wanted
Yes,
poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie. I wasn't looking at my notes, but I did remember his name.
Is that the
They-
youngest son's name?
Yeah, Donnie.
Is it
Excellent.
Donald Donovan?
Donald.
Duck.
I would also add that while setting up said dynamite, we sort of inadvertently discovered / realized that someone else was doing the same thing. Like or Abigail at least, while going on the Metal Gear Solid-esque mission of running the dynamite lines down, uh, saw trenches that somebody else had been doing something similar, had been burying stuff around
Oh,
here.
that's right. There was the mild speculation that because Alberta has been needing bodies and she has been sending bodies down the river, that because we are currently on the river she plans to send more bodies down.
Yeah. That, I think, about covers it. Other than I just have to. That circle's so fucking big, y'all. God damn.
Spent $50.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It's sort of a nightmare. All right. You've got your dynamite set up. It's we'll say it's sort of the evening of the 16th, as was pointed out in the previous session. This is this general area, right, is a sort of crossroads for travelers. So your mere presence doesn't draw any suspicion and draws, quite frankly, very little attention. Over the course of the afternoon and evening, more and more of the hellhounds are sort of pouring in to this little junction where these rivers are meeting. Is there anything you would like to do the afternoon / evening of the 16th?
I mean, what day? I remember talking about blowing this earlier than the day of the meeting, but what did we want to do actually?
I mean, the goal is to get them, but also what's her face? I'm gonna say Bertha, but it's not Bertha. It's like
Alberta.
Alberta.
Alberta. It's the Burr part that I got. I thought that was the goal, is to like I mean, the ideal goal, right, is to as many as possible with her.
Yeah, I want to blow it on the day, like the day of the meeting. Honestly,
Feel like at the very least we can wait and see a little bit, see if she comes. There is decidedly a chance that she is not actually planning to show up, I think.
Correct.
And just, destroy this place and get the bodies that she needs.
Would that mean that waiting will do more harm then?
I mean, she has a time that everyone is supposed to meet here. And I think if we have seen absolutely no sign of her before then, that still leaves us some time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The date everyone is supposed to meet is the 17th. That's when she's going to make her announcement.
All right.
Yeah, I think the goal or aim at least would be, right, like wait for her to show up and make her announcement, but if it looks like something else big is happening that we can discern, then maybe we do, do something before that. But it sounds like that's kind of our general goal.
Okay, excellent. So it sounds like the plan is, let me just make sure I understand this, to wait for more people to show up, with the ideal situation being that Alberta shows up and takes a position somewhere within or somewhere close to this circle, right? So that you can blow her up along with as many hellhounds as possible. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think if it looks like a large chunk of people are like
Mhm.
leaving, that's something. I mean, we're gonna be obviously
Yeah.
like keeping an eye out for like the comings and goings of things.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, great. I would say over the course of the afternoon, um, more and more people start showing up, and they ride around a little bit, looking for their fellow hellhounds. But as more of them congregate in the center here, it becomes more and more clear. And as the evening goes on, it gets more and more boisterous. There are big bonfires set in here. There's a lot of, not a lot, but a decent amount of gunfire up in the air that is accompanied with lots of whooping and hollering. and we're approaching now midnight. Who's uh, up and awake? What's the plan for you guys as night settles in?
We should
I,
probably do our standard like watch cycle for the night, but we should plan to be fully rested for the day. I think. I don't think anyone should all night.
Seems reasonable.
Except for the one who doesn't sleep.
Yeah, but I wasn't worried about him. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of
he
have
wasn't gonna
like
listen to the rules anyway.
yeah. Well, I kind of have more like a little bit more of a Warforged thing about that now. So I'm not quite as up and about as I used to be.
Another rules clarification. And it's great to hear like the normal sort of watch cycle type thing, and I think I understand what that means. However, since in this game, right, the normal watch cycle has been Thomas is on watch.
Hmm.
The
Can I
normal
get
watch cycle is Thomas is on watch and Cornelius helps when he's awake.
okay, right? And so just to be clear, what we have decided with Thomas is that rules is written. There's actually nothing that in there that says that a construct doesn't have to sleep. But I personally sort of like the flavor of Thomas not sleeping, but don't want to turn that nice flavor into a mechanical advantage. And so Sean saying it's more of a Warforged thing is just there's not going to be any more of him going on like sentry patrols.
Yeah, I kind of like I think it's like I can protect the like I can be aware of the camp, but that's about it.
I think we can keep keep having it as a contextual thing by saying that everyone still is maybe taking 2 hours of shifts, but
Okay.
that they are supported by someone whose eyes don't shut.
Gotcha. Right. Just standard sort of D&D funkiness of rotating who's up
Yeah.
and gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no problem.
mm,
Okay, over the course of the evening, then you see a couple additional stragglers show up. You also see whoever the group is that is awake at like, we'll say 2 in the morning, maybe a little later. They see Alberta show up. They also see this positioning isn't quite right, but I've run out of room in the corner of the map. So people are just going to have to exist where they exist. Her coach shows up. Another couple wagons show up that are going to be represented, at least in this map, by this wagon. And there's at least one individual on horseback that shows up. As the evening pours on, there's another set of stragglers, maybe just sort of arrive pre-dawn. Anything y'all would like to do while Alberta shows up, but the sun is still down?
I think like if she's not in the direct zone, then I don't know that we do anything drastic during that time. But obviously, if she like stands up on the cart, is like, all right, gather round, then obviously that's a different kind of scenario.
Okay.
Do we have any means? Anyone got any magical means of hearing a little bit better what may be going on down there? All right, sounds like we're just waiting to see what's going on.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
just observing.
can I go find like I'm gonna be honest. If she doesn't get caught up in the blast, I'm gonna plan to just shoot her myself. Uh, can I can I find like a nice vantage spot to at least watch over Alberta? If she's gonna be
Sure. I mean,
yeah,
well, here. I mean, here's what you can do. You see where
right.
her coach is, right?
Hmm.
Um, she may be out walking around, right?
Hmm.
At night, but you're not going to be able to tell that from where you are, right? And so you're not really going to know where she is.
Okay. I I want to go somewhere at least like. Would this be a reasonable area? Like being the foliage as well.
I mean, that's closer to where her coach is. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going over here.
So you're saying during your watch shift for the evening, because you do still need to sleep beyond that, that you want to be there to
Yeah.
observe. Hell yeah.
Excellent. Anybody else? All right. The morning comes and um I there's probably a couple of these people that have been up all night and are continuing with their drinking, but for the most part, people are waking up and refreshing fires, and you can hear, see, and smell um, the sizzling of bacon, um, the strong scent of coffee is wafting through the air. Um, and, it's probably 6 a.m. as people are eating. An individual steps out of the coach and onto the roof and um, fires a shotgun into the air to get everyone's attention. Um, Alberta climbs out of the other side of the coach and sort of stands at the back of it. Um, Sort of half waving and half gesturing to everybody to come a little closer. And I will say narratively that some of them do, but I'm not moving any of the tokens. Everybody is where they are. Um, nobody's move. It's still early. Nobody's moving that far away from the source of their food. And she addresses the crowd. Just going to pause for a second.
I think the right, like the shotgun gathers our attention, right? Because we'd be getting up around daybreak anyway. I think we position ourselves, and the question of do we do this now? Because we can't hear what they're doing. Do we think now is the time?
Yeah.
All
Right?
right. Yeah. Let's
I mean,
blow it.
shit, hey.
Like,
Yeah.
I I can't deny my curiosity, but we can always talk to a corpse if we can find her mouth.
If we
So
Okay, here we go.
Who's doing the honors?
I
That's
love the
fantastic.
idea of somebody getting up on the top of the coach and shooting into the air to get everyone's attention, and then the earth explodes.
Mhm.
I guess did Abby give the plunger to anyone else, or has it just been
I
in the
never took the
middle of our?
plunger down.
Right. Yeah, it's just been with us.
Yeah.
So
So
who's doing it?
who's pushing that plunger?
I mean, the doc did all the work. I think it's only
Yeah.
fitting that they finish the job.
Or else demand someone else do it. Whatever you want, Ted.
I'm not doing it.
I'm pretty occupied over here with a rifle. So
I mean, I can if no one else is planning to.
is everybody scared?
I've got some qualms, but
There's, I did spend however long working in a mine putting together people who had been blown apart by dynamite. So yes, there might be some
yeah.
considerations on why I wouldn't want to do this, but also I want to see this person blown apart. So
I'll do it if you don't
put
want to,
that
but if
into a
you
little
don't
box and
mind,
I'll be fine. Nope.
all right.
Came front row seats.
Push that into a little box into the back of their mind and boop.
Okay.
You say
Roll
boop.
me. Yeah. Roll me 4d6.
Y'all, why did we trust me to roll anything? Will these dice ace?
Yeah, all of them. No, 3 out of 4 of them,
No, I
including
am
you.
asking if I am just rolling 4d6 on like a chart, or am I rolling like a damage roll?
No, this is a damage roll.
Okay, so this will ace then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. Can I spend a Benny on this?
You can, although before you do, I just want to mention there's an automatic +8 to this because of the size of this circle. So that's a 19.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm still spending a Benny.
Okay.
Assume.
Ooh,
Oh, you roll
Yeah.
all of it?
That's 23.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
23.
nice.
Still did
pretty
not
good.
get a single ace. That did not feel good, but
Hey, that's
Yeah, but
okay.
it was a distinct kick up.
Okay.
It could have gone lower, so it didn't
Yeah.
go higher.
Four is technically a raise over what I rolled before.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Give me a second here. This is gonna. Right,
There's gonna be maybe some betting.
Give the warden
sometimes
some
a
time to
week.
litigate.
Yeah, sometimes a week is not enough to prepare you for what is going to happen at the table.
Well, yeah, it's you ain't just whistling Dixie. Okay, let's do the following.
Everybody plug your ears.
Yeah, the explosion
What?
goes off, and dirt and rock and water erupt everywhere. The damage has been as massive as you all anticipated. All of these individuals. Oh, wow, it's not going to let me do that across the board. That stinks. Okay. You know what? Let's just do this then. All of these individuals. Oh, no, can't do that. All of these individuals are dead. Their bodies are still strewn about. In many cases, body parts are strewn about. they are blown out towards the edges of the rock in most cases. The water and earth bounces against the side, sort of here and here, and ricochets back into the center. These people are dead. These people are dead. These people are dead. Ted, can you now roll me 2d6?
Still acing?
Yes. This has no modifier added to it,
Ooh.
though.
Oh my god. Why are we trusting me to roll anything? I'll spend a Benny. Fuck it.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
Okay. Technically.
not
It's
significantly
better.
better.
It is better.
Okay. These three people are bounced against the rock and are stunned, but that will resolve itself in a turn. These people are blown back this way. These people are blown back this way. All of these people are prone. Alberta's blown this way and is prone. This guy, let me.
Oh, those horses are not going to be happy.
No, let me do an athletics check for my man here. All right. This guy's blown back a bit, but not off of the thing. I'm just doing one for all. I'm not doing each of the horses individually. Okay. All the horses are freaked out, but not so freaked out that the carts are running out or they're bolting or they're, it's actually, let me do a couple of these because that's probably okay. Okay. Yeah, the horses are clearly having a rough time with this. This individual back here, you can see, is doing a little rodeo routine, but gets the horse under control with some difficulty, but is able to get him under control. The same cannot be said for the two individuals on this wagon here. They are struggling mightily to get their horses back under control. We're not quite in any sort of initiative order. I want to give everybody the opportunity, now that y'all were prepared for an explosion. I don't know that you were prepared for how large and loud it was going to be. Is there anything you want to do in this moment?
Nothing. I'm looking
Like
for
our hearing.
Alberta.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Um,
Anybody else with anything?
Ye-
Because we're not in initiative order, what I'd like to do is hear from everyone sort of what their plan is in this moment, and then I can adjudicate how we want to work that out.
Thomas will say to our group here, do we get in the cart, ride around, and route them?
Someone should. I can't do much from up here. Much else.
Yeah, we can hop into we could all get into the wagon and go down, but it's gonna be a bit to get around, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like this river ends right here, you know. It'll be a little bit to get down and around.
And has the like dynamite changed the landscape at all in this area where
Uh,
the waterfall is?
No, the way I ruled it is because it was one thing of dynamite and it was placed here,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's blown everybody out.
That's fair. Okay. Well, assuming we don't.
Having done it, how hard is it to get down?
Well, it's a lot easier for a person to do it than a cart.
Yeah. But I just meant difficulty wise, like if we were to stay here and try to descend.
I mean, if
say,
you were to
during
stay here and
combat, what's
right, if
the-
you were to stay here and try and descend, like I would simply say it would take a round to descend, right? And you just have to exceed on an athletics check to get down, right? You wouldn't even have to do that if you were willing to take your time about it. If you were willing to take, say, 3 rounds to cautiously get down, right? But if you want to do it at your normal movement pace, that's going to be a climbing check, right? And I think that's just athletics.
Certainly faster. And now is the time to do that, hopefully where they're not shooting at us the entire time.
So do we all
Yeah, I
just
mean,
jump down there?
I don't know about jumping.
I mean, that's
Climbing
what the
sounds.
athletics is. You're kind of just rappelling without a rope.
Right. Well, and here's the thing, because of where we are, what I'm going to say is on this turn, right? If you decide you want to climb down, everyone can get to the ledge, right?
Okay.
And then we'll get into initiative, and the climbing down will be the first action in an initiative order. Seem
That
reasonable?
sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I like
Because
the
what I
idea
want to
of
do, I
getting
need to
down
get
there.
closer for anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. What I have in mind is wanting to just use a havoc to kind of just try to destroy their carts.
Okay.
But I got to get close to do that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
So, Franklin, you're not doing that, correct? You're
Yes.
taking your shot at Abigail.
Alberta.
Alberta.
Alberta, sorry. Thank you.
If you want, man, just text me and we talk about it.
Right. Now's the time for the big reveal, Franklin.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
a bit of double cross.
Right. What are you shooting her with?
Oh, my Winchester. My Winchester with a scope.
Okay. You're at a -4.
That's cool with me. I'm always at a -4.
All right, let's
That's
see
his
it.
secret. He's always
Right.
at.
Oh, am I? Oh, did I roll a -4? No, I
Yeah,
did
no,
not.
that's a
He had
3.
3.
I'm gonna spend a Benny on this time. I'm just gonna hit the button again so I can put him in the store.
So shouldn't you have marksman as well?
I don't think I get marksman because this is not a called shot. Let me
Oh, it's for
see.
cold shots. I got you.
Yes, yeah, sorry. 1. You know, 2
What does the
points.
scope actually do?
Oh, okay. Hold up. Ignores up to 2 points of penalties. Is this because of range or cover?
No, it's because of cover.
Well, yeah, I ignore 2 points of that
Okay, so it's
from call.
-2.
So,
So that first one would hit. Go ahead and roll damage on it.
oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh yeah, we
That's an
like
8.
that.
All right.
18.
All
Pretty
right.
good.
Yeah, that's you can no one else can see it, but you can see it through the scope, right? She is injured and you see a spurt of blood come out. Okay.
Marshall, is
Nobody.
it possible for me to have put Friendly on my back and I climb down carrying him? Is that possible?
I mean,
Me-
it's
for me or
certainly
Abby?
possible, right? But here's the question, right? What's your carrying capacity and how much are you already carrying?
I have 11 pounds open.
Okay. So they weigh more than 11 pounds, right?
Well, they'd weigh more than the 60 pounds I would have anyway, right? So that's not a good barometer.
Well, I mean, it's a good barometer because it means whatever the penalty is, which I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But whatever the encumbrance penalty is to your athletic score would certainly be in play. But you can still do it.
I got you. Yeah, I
Right.
didn't consider that.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what happens before we enter into initiative. First thing, let me get rid of a couple things here that are causing me some problems. First, this is done blown up already. Second is their explosives. Which were just minuscule relative to what you maniacs were doing, are not going to go off because they have other things in mind. This flood of rock and water and bodies that has sort of erupted in the middle of this area and is bouncing off of the sides and whatnot, appears to be abating. And at first glance, it looks like maybe some of the bodies have been thrown so high and so far as to be falling down these waterfalls, right, and back into the river below. But as some of that chaos starts to settle and the mist and fog created from this explosion starts to subside, you begin to see something emerge from the water. It looks initially like it is bodies floating to the top, but it then begins to rise out of the water, and you see something that looks a little bit like this.
Oh.
Change my mind. I don't want to go down there.
Yeah, maybe we stay up here.
The good part about having a gun.
Don't say I never did anything for you. And just rewind this conversation to, hey, how about if you stay up here until initiative starts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Gee whiz, guys.
The next, I'm going to take a little liberty here, just so we can figure out which way you guys want to go, right? And that is,
Back to the carriage.
at best, right? Right. At best, right? Alberta has virtually nobody to talk to anymore. In addition, she's been shot, although it's probably unclear to her in this moment, right, whether she's been shot or this is some effect of the explosion that has gone off. But what is clear is that there's no reason to be here anymore, right? This whole crew is scrambling to get the fuck out of here. They're going to head west in the direction from which they came, right? Your choice, right? Well, there's certainly more choices than this, but you can deal with whatever this thing is. You can take chase, or you can choose another option that I'm not aware of. I mean, you could also just sort of fuck off, like the hellhounds are done. Let's go.
Mhm.
Question.
Yeah.
Is Abigail aware of the given our explosion?
hmm
Abigail saw traces of more dynamite and stuff when we were down there. When
hmm
I was down there, given the location of where I saw that, do I have reason to believe that there would still be dynamite down there? Because if the answer is yes, then I think Abigail's plan is to go grab that dynamite. We still have a plunger. I want to blow this thing the fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Can
I
how many
think the
horses on that wagon? On Alberta's wagon.
what she has a stagecoach and there are 4 horses on it.
Okay.
Right. The I think the short answer, right, is you don't know, right? What I think what you do know is that you set the explosives. You know, you're a scientist, you know a little bit about explosives. You didn't hear any subsequent explosions, so you know that only your dynamite went off, right? Whether or not the other dynamite has been washed into the river or just destroyed in some non-explosive way, like buried under rubble, like you don't know any of that, right? You know that there was some down there that you didn't hear anything else go off, and I think that's about all you would know.
Proposal for what we do. Functionally, we have a moment here where, regardless of what we do, they are running away, right? That is going to happen even if we entered into initiative and went down there, they're trying to haul ass away. So from up here, even if we decide, okay, we're going to handle the kaiju, right? There is still a round here before they leave if we choose enter initiative now and try to like hurt them or harm them or disrupt them in some way, knowing that most of them will get away and then we turn towards the kaiju, right? We forfeit a round dealing with the kaiju. So for like functionally, and the only way that changes is if our answer is we're going to the coach to try to go give chase and we're leaving the kaiju here, then that plan isn't applicable because everybody is running to the coach with everything they have, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna run, or if we're gonna chase, whichever way you want to put it, like obviously, one of us probably should not stay here to try to do this alone.
Right. So it's a question of if we're going to try to fight the kaiju at all, then the only way to do anything to them down there is in this moment right now in the beginning here when they are starting to leave, you could potentially interact with them in some way. But it means that when they get going, we're a little bit behind because kaiju's going to go.
I think kaiju is going to be easy to return to if we feel like we're capable of handling that, but we have the shot at potentially important thing here if we give chase.
I mean, we have to go around the kaiju to get there. So we're going to be
Yeah.
a ways behind them by the time we get around.
Well, I mean, you don't,
Aren't
right? If you
Yeah, are
head
we all going
west,
west?
right? If you head west, like they are, like I've described, they are heading west. That's their plan, right?
Yeah.
If you head west, it might be a little bit before you can get right next to them, right? But you can race along the other side of the river from them.
True. But the only issue is finding this thing is not going to be as easy as it sounds if it's capable of walking. Because it will cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, but you'll be able to see it. Like, you're right, but like
You won't though. Is the problem. Unless like you come back to this area, right? You could probably follow it, like tracking it. Well, we're shit at tracking. But theoretically, you could follow the footsteps and the slime or whatever the fuck it's gonna leave behind.
Yeah, we may be shit at tracking, but this is a big thing.
We also run the risk of it making it to a town nearby if we let it
Mm.
go.
so you are suggesting we stay and try to kill it now?
I mean, not necessarily, just pointing out what will
I want
happen
to go
if
after
we leave it.
Alberta. Well, if we don't go after Alberta, she could make another one. Yeah, that's also a possibility. Or she could be
That's true.
associated with it.
Right.
As
So
far
in
coming here was to cut the head off the snake.
right, let's see if we can finish where we started, right? Um I think I think you and I have the exact same idea, which is to shoot the horses on Alberta's cart. Um to try to prevent that card from going anywhere at minimum, right?
All right. That's that was my plan. It's four of them now, so there we go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, aim for the ones in the front, you know. Uh, I mean, you
Maggie,
certainly have a better option to be able to do that anyway. I would need to really actually get down there to
Maggie, you were gunning for a
be
havoc,
sufficient.
right?
Yeah, that was the plan, but I gotta get. I mean, my smarts is only a D6.
You can double it with adding a PowerPoint, or
Oh
triple it with
yeah.
2 PowerPoints.
God, that's so neat.
I clocked that earlier and was going to bring it up if we entered into initiative, but that might matter a lot for what you're planning to do, right? You can get it triple if you wanted to add more PowerPoint. It's basically double for each additional PowerPoint you pump into it. Well, it only goes up to triple. You can't go any farther. So if we're giving chase, then the next question is some people are triggering some stuff while the other ones are going to run back to the coach to get the cart turned around, right? Those who can do anything, interact in any way in this moment.
Mm.
I I guess we're choosing chasing or going down there and dealing with them now. That's what the group decision is in this moment.
I think so. I think we're trying to get to the cart. Do we want to take a turn and cast havoc and shoot horses before hitting the cart?
I think some of us will run to the cart while those people are doing that. And even if it doesn't completely stop them from going, it may slow them down, and that might matter later for the
Yeah.
chase, right?
Okay.
Because only maybe, yeah, I can't interact with them in any way. So I have enough of a riding to probably be able to turn the cart around. I might be the only one who cannot interact with them in any way down there. So I'm more than happy to turn the cart around to get ready to give chase with my action.
Yeah. Okay. It's-
Or to just get ready to run the fuck away from the kaiju. Both of them are the same thing in the same direction, which is away.
That's a lot of good. That's a lot of good.
Because yeah, we were all kind of up against the cliff. So yeah, I'll stay here. And then if we want to enter then into, I guess, go time? See what we can get done with a round of combat?
I think
I'm
that's a
ready.
good idea.
Just
Mhm.
to get it moving.
Yeah.
Because things may very well change. We may have to make a plan after that, right? But
Okay. Sounds like
That's always the case.
we're gonna see what can be done here, but after that the goal is to give chase to those that flee.
probably yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just letting you know, right? First, before I get into that, let me make sure I understand the plan. The plan is to take her around to climb down here, right? And
I don't think anybody's climbing. I think
nobody's climbing. You're
we're
doing
gonna
what you can
shoot
from
at
up
some
there.
things,
Gotcha.
and then we're getting on the cart and driving.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're
Okay.
seeing how us interacting with them will change the chase, basically. And then getting in the
Gotcha.
cart and going.
All right. Let me. Actually, I don't think I need to do that. Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to put yourself. Is that everybody? And then I'll start combat so we can all get cards.
Not a bad card.
Okay.
A 4. That sounds about right for me.
Thomas. Friendly. Okay.
I'm gonna spend a penny. Spend a penny on.
Okay.
Um. That's
And I believe if you just click on your card in the combat tracker, or in the combat encounters tab.
Okay. Yeah, I take my 10. I'm gonna give myself back my old one. Just be at 10.
Okay. Everybody set with their cards.
Apparently.
All right. Fantastic. Joan, you are up. What is the plan?
I need a large blast template.
Okay. If you, on the left-hand side of your screen, if you go to the measurement controls, it's the
Under the
Yeah,
person
the
looks
L
like
under
a
the
shape.
person, and
L-shaped
then
ruler.
number 3 is
Yeah,
a large
bottom.
blast template.
So a lot of times the powers have the ability to place templates. Like if you click
Yeah,
the
they will.
power in
Yeah.
the chat window, it'll say like LBT or MBT.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm aiming for horses.
Okay.
So that's the blast template there.
Pretty good one.
We get what the okay. Just I need to figure out how far that is so I know how much I'm spending here. So that's 10 inches.
Yeah,
So
you're
that's doubling it with a point. So I'm spending 2, +1 for an area effect larger, +1 to double it, +1 to make it stronger.
free.
I think that's it. So I'm spending 5 power points. So all the creatures within that circle are distracted and then need to make a strength roll. And if I get a raise, it's already at a -2. And then here, let me just roll. Jeez.
Let's go, Joan. Let's go, Joan.
Oh,
Okay, so everyone in that
Fun.
makes a strength roll with a -4,
Okay.
and they're all distracted already. There's just a burst of like swirling green and smoke and just like flitting images that blurs dashing around in this area.
Okay.
Chaotic poltergeist is the trapping.
I'm going to start. Well, you're just going to have to trust me. I'm not going to. There's
No, you're
there's
good.
right. There's a ton of
The ones
fucking.
who failed get blasted away from the center. I'll roll the dice for how
Yeah.
far.
I mean, this is mostly futile.
Yo. Yo. Maggie, these dice.
And anything who strikes a hard object takes an extra 2d4 damage. Oh, I don't know if that happens. I mean, everyone's getting blasted away from stuff, it seems. So, and I don't know how this would affect the carts themselves. The spell itself doesn't say anything about affecting items. Just the it hurls debris.
Okay. Um. And that the 11 is the damage.
The 11 is how far they're blasted away from the center of this blast. So
Lord.
each of them flies 11 inches across the table.
Okay.
Adam, you better make more map.
Well,
Shit
I
getting out of
mean,
hand here, man.
But I mean, the horses are attached
right. That's the
to
thing that I'm
stuff,
trying to
so,
figure
you
out
know.
right now is that
Yeah.
that doesn't really. Oh, well, this doesn't really make a difference. I'll roll it, but. Let me do one more. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Amazing. First things first, because it will be easiest to adjudicate. The only successful save in this entire process was this individual right here. I'm just going to put them there for a second. If I remember correctly, Maggie, when you were talking about how many PowerPoints you were spending, one of them was to make this more powerful.
That's
Is
what
that
gave everyone a -4 instead of just a -2.
okay? Great.
Yeah.
So that doesn't affect the damage dice. Understood.
No. Yeah, and it only deals any damage if they strike an object. This really is just disruption.
Well,
It's
I
just a repulsion blast type.
right. I mean, I think what I'm going to do is like this guy, they're blown off the screen, right? Everybody else, what we're doing is we'll say this entire cart and the two horses attached to it have been blown over on their side. This person this person, the one who succeeded, has jumped off and they are safe and clear, right? So roll me 2d4 that will apply to everyone else here. Actually, I think this horse has also been blown that way. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, so wagon's
This is like
fucked.
as terrible as the dynamite almost.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
it's real bad.
a horse is being tossed 11 inches across the board.
The round just
Okay.
started, man.
So here's the thing, right? The this wagon and these horses, right, have taken essentially no damage, right? But the wagon's in a bad way because it's half in the river at this point. I know the horses look like they are because of the way this is positioned, but actually, let me do this. Just as like I only put it there because I didn't anticipate this type of fucking chaos, you monsters. And so I'm just gonna move these guys. So they're still attached. They're being dragged into the river as this wagon is slowly slipping, right? And they need to get their bearings. So we've dealt with those people. This whole contraption down here, everybody here fails, right? We're just going to say it gets pushed that way, but everyone there also takes 2d4 damage. Roll the damage for these people for me. Okay. And let me just make sure I remember that. I do. Good. Yeah, shit's fucked up. Shit's real fucked up. Way to go, Joan. Causing all sorts of problems.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and they're just okay. That's great.
Feels good to see both of our offensive spellcasters with big stuff going king and king. That's nice.
Great. Cornelius, you are up.
So I'm gonna need a large blast template.
Yeah, I thought about this.
I'm literally gonna do what Joan just did, but I have to deal with the devil to do it, so I'm gonna do that first.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Okay.
Take it easy.
That's why I just shoot people, bro. What the fuck are they doing?
Okay, you should have your macro to do that.
I do, and I just realized. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. There we go. No multi-action penalty. All of this looks good. We are going to re-roll my gambling roll.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And what? Okay. Okay. I've got to look at my cheat sheet. Hold on. I have to have 4 documents open in order to play this.
I punch people.
Let's see. I need 3. Oh, I forgot to announce I need 3 power points because or I believe,
Mhm.
yeah, for this. So I should be in.
Well, hold on. Right?
Well, no,
Do you
I'm looking at my thing still.
right? I
What?
mean,
Yeah,
oh, you need 3 because you need the 1 for the distance. Is that correct?
I believe so. Actually, I might not. I maybe I did the measuring wrong when I looked at it. Yeah, I do need the 1 more. That is correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I do need 3, which means I need a pair or better, which I don't think I have. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. There
It's
we go.
Well,
a
I mean, you've got a
on the
There
joker,
we go.
right?
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
God,
Okay,
how
there
can
we
you
go.
read
There we go.
that?
Hello, did it work? Did it do it? Okay.
Does that show up larger for you? Because
Oh, there
then
we
it's
go.
virtually impossible to read.
Okay, yes, it does. There we go.
Okay. It looks like you have at least 2 10s though, so that'd be a 3 of a
Yes.
kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. I got it. I figured it out. I had to push buttons and I was processing. We figured it out.
Excellent.
So I'm
My
with my hand I've been able to get
my
6 power
pleasure, Master
points.
Cox. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more smug about this win than he needs to be, and that's gonna be bad for me later. So I've gotten enough power points for this, which means I'm exploding in the same place. I think I'm just trying to. Actually, I would like to try to hit Alberta at this as well.
Okay,
So I
why
think I'd like
don't
to.
I just move this over then?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
Uh, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at what your spell said up there, Maggie. Oh, nope, it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, you just roll your spell casting
Okay,
roll.
distracted and oh, what? Okay. I've got to double check if Adam. I don't have. I do have to roll. Yes. Okay. Make the spellcasting roll. Sorry, it's all the things.
No worries.
Ugh.
All good.
Okay. 8 success. Okay.
So
Distracted. Then the strength roll with at a -2 because of the raise. And then if they are failed, they are thrown 2d6 inches away from the
Okay.
center.
All right. All right. Excellent. Okay. 9 inches. All right. Let's see what we've got here. This individual. Oh, whoops! No, I'm still on that screen. Holy moly. This individual has popped off as they have succeeded, but the cart, the coach is pushed further this way. Alberta is blown. I'll figure out what to do about this map situation. But she is blown back as she was not successful. I think that's about it. Horses are even more twisted up because that's just a fucking nightmare. Yeah, great.
A couple of people were like planning on shooting the horses, and Cornelius and I were like, let's make it as hard for you to get a clean shot at them as we possibly can.
Anything else for you, Cornelius?
That'll do. Actually, I should probably move towards the car, huh? Oh god. There we go. Boop. There we go.
Okay. Thomas, what's the plan?
It has changed.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah, it has changed. I didn't want to shoot the horses, and now I don't have to. But it also means I'm not going to shoot these people. I mean, I guess I could attempt to maim them, but that's I can't non-lethal shoot, you know. So I think I had the gun ready. I think I just turn my bit back towards Joan and the group and them and just say, I honestly don't know what's worse, that or the dynamite. Let's get to going. And I'll holster my gun and I will. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to run. Because I went to the edge. I'm gonna run to the cart, and I'll use my, I guess, action to uh, like get the cart red. Like, can I maneuver the cart so it's easier for everyone to like get on and us go west?
Sure.
We got to
Okay.
turn
Make
it
make
and
me
mules around.
make me
I'm
either a
riding.
driving or a riding. I
Yeah,
know where you play
riding.
sort of loose with it.
Okay. I'll have to run first, and then I'll be at -2 for the riding. Yo, big run.
Yeah, no problem.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Get to the cart, and then make it back. I'll just put trait -2. Please. Okay, we like that. Moments
nope.
of glory.
Right.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah. Although technically there is no hood that you can jump and slide across like a 74 Charger. Spiritually, that is what you have done. You have slid across the hood of the Charger to get to the driver's seat even quicker so that you can turn this thing around. Spectacular.
I make use of the animal friendship I have with these creatures to like give them like, we gotta go, boys.
Yeah. Okay, excellent.
Cool.
Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
Fantastic. Let me see what I do. Okay. This individual is just gonna jump up and yeah, I think she's just uncoupling horses from this coach and is holding on to whatever gear she can hold on to. Trying to get these horses free. Franklin, what would you like to do? Let me do you a favor, right? Since I am anticipating what you would probably like to do. I need to make sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna need a large.
Large blast template.
This is obviously not where Alberta actually is, but I think just in terms of distance wise, that's about as close as I can get to how far away she is from you. Right. So I've moved her over here, but that's just for distance calculation. You follow me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Is she prone?
She is prone.
Tough shot.
She is prone and then was basically rolled 7 inches further away.
Tough shot. Okay. What's my? So we're using the range, right? I want to re-roll that.
Yeah, you're also at a -4 to that.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it. We're using that one.
Yo.
Okay, well,
Okay. Yeah, we gotta click the big button. There we go. All right.
Okay, great. Anything else for you?
That's
Actually,
it.
let me do this. Okay, great. Yeah, holy shit.
she's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, she gets up, grabs a horse that was blown in that direction, and hops on and takes off.
Yep.
So take her off the board for a bit. Just see what's going on here. All right, that'll work. But hold on a second. I've got all these people in the same.
That's a lot of valid responses.
Yeah, it's
Just
real bad.
frightened. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Right.
It's a bunch of Sims unhappy faces appearing.
Think. Oh no, that one too. Oh no, she was fine. No, she was fine. Okay. Yeah, these 3 are going to take their turn trying to push this wagon out of the water. That's going to be... All right, excellent. So this individual who hopped off when the initial havoc pushed this wagon over, is the ringleader, is marshaling these other two around. They come up and they are able to get this thing out of the water and ready to go. And they are boarding it, but haven't gone anywhere. Friendly.
Yeah, I'm just turning. I see Thomas is overtaking me, is up there turning him around. So I'm just jumping in the side of the cart.
Okay.
Pull the e-brake.
Yeah, I kick the block away from the back wheel.
Nice.
Pull the cord.
Yeah, this guy's just gonna run up and I'll just put him on the screen so you can see him, but he's gonna run up and grab a horse from his buddy, and the two of them are ready into takeoff. Okay.
Oh yeah, this guy.
This guy has its attention drawn to all of the shit being pushed over down here and from the crack of a gun coming from up here and okay, I should roll those dice real quick. Okay. Yeah, reaches into so he's looking over towards the west, seeing all this commotion down here and the crack of Franklin's gun coming from up here, and reaches into its chest and pulls out what looks like smaller versions of itself and hurls them. One down there and one he hurls up here. And I gotta do, as a result of that, that's 4, 2. Where is that? There it is. Shrinks himself down a little bit after pulling bits of himself out and chucking them around. That's it. The horses are just there, so I know at the end of the turn they're not distracted anymore. Abigail, you are up.
I still have the plunger in my hand,
Mm-hmm.
or like at my feet, really. I will turn to Franklin. Well, I'm going to need as much covering fire as I can possibly get. So here you go. My plan is to take one action to use a power and then go climbing down the river.
Okay.
I am going to use speed on Franklin. This is my other new power. I am adding the quickness modifier to it as well as hurry. If I can get this power to go off. But that's why I saved 1 Benny. Powers tab. Mustelic endocrine adjustment.
Nice.
What?
Fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about where this came from.
Is this at least a different color?
Yeah, it's verdant green, don't you know?
Oh,
Where is the other power modifier? Okay, it's not in here. It is quickness is a 2-point modifier, so I will just hit quickness points +2.
And you're running down there.
I was gonna go hunt dynamite. Are we
We are
leaving? 'Cause
leaving.
she's gone.
Yeah, we're leaving. The whole
Yeah, we're gonna try to
discussion we
chase-
had was about as a group we were gonna
Was chasing her, but like I just figured she was like gone. Never mind. Rolling it. That's enough. Not quite as good as I wanted, but that's okay. Okay, so Franklin, your pace increases by 2 and then doubles. So you have a pace
Okay.
of 16. Quickness also lowers your total multi-action penalty by 2. That is, you can do 2 actions each turn at no penalty, or 3 actions at -2 each.
Whoa.
hey. Yeah, I like that.
You are officially faster than the horses. Go get her.
If you say so, boss.
Turns out I don't need the cover so much because I'm not going down to get dynamite, but I guess I will move for the thing. I thought we were just leaving her because she ran off, but guess not. I will go climb in the wagon.
Okay.
I mean, I'm at least assuming that our plan hasn't changed to try to go after her.
Okay, they're all piling up and getting ready to go. All right. We are headed to the next round. We're going to take our break. Oh, somebody just popped off. Nice.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you.
And actually, I shouldn't have done that. I'll let you guys keep all of your. Well, I'll give you the red joker for your group's initiative. And the reason I say your group's initiative is because we are actually going to engage in. We'll see how this works. Right, but we are going to use the chase rules for the first time ever. Right, let me move you all to this screen, which I don't know if you need to be on it to see anything yet.
I can see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see.
Great. It's gonna take me a moment because I had things set up as if you had just taken off to chase them with actual carts and whatnot. So I've got to rejigger just about everything, which is great. That's part of the fun, but it's going to take me a moment here. So, what I'm going to do in the meantime is uh, we'll lay out our chase cards. And I know you guys are going to be at card number 1. Right? I need to figure out where everybody else is. And
Look at these cards.
what I will also do, I hate them so much. Could they make them any more difficult to read? What I'm going to do in an effort to give everyone the option to figure out how the fuck this works, since I'm still a little fuzzy on it, there is the short version of the chase rules. It's also got a handy like combat primer in there as well. But yeah, with that, we are going to take our 10 minutes. Well done, everybody.